Hi Aries, thanks so much for being here. In this reading, we're going to explore how your person feels about you, how they see you, what actions will they take toward this connection in this time frame, and what are the blockages. And then this side of the table, we're going to see where you're at in this connection. Roles can be reversed, and this is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. Now, as I get cards for your person, I hope they could like this video. It is the best way to help my channel grow, so I can reach more people and help them grow as well. I reached 6,000 subscribers last week, and it was because of all everybody's likes and support, so I truly appreciate that. One simple like really helps my channel grow. All right, so on their side, we have the Ten of Wands, a Judgment card, the Ace of Swords, King of Cups, Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting on their side, Aries, is that it's one of those feelings where right when they lost the connection, or right when you left, I'm hearing like right when you had a conversation and maybe things were heated and then you left, and after they had time to kind of digest and process what has happened, they realized that they didn't want to let go of this. Maybe things were too heated, that they needed some time to process. Others of them, they just didn't realize maybe till longer times, maybe weeks, months, that there was something of importance here. I'm hearing that maybe some of them had so many things on their plate to do here with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and then it was after they were able to clear the stress, their mind, their anxiousness, or just things that are happening. It could be healing as well. Like they're realizing that they want a second chance when it comes to this connection. They're trying to find. I'm feeling that they're feeling enlightened. Like there's a new spark within them, but they're not quite sure yet if they're done. If they're, what's that word? With the King of Cups here, I'm not sure if they're prepared. That they're thinking that the worst is going to come. Like if they talk to you, they might shed a tear, one simple tear, or get too emotional, that they don't want to show that emotion, because I'm hearing that they were taught, that many of us were taught, like, oh, crying is not strong, it's weak. So that's probably one of the things that they are feeling. Let me get some cards on your side. Five of Cups. I'm feeling that you've been chugging along, Aries, working on business, working on your home life, just other things that don't relate to them, but in the back of your mind, you're still constantly thinking them, maybe looking out the window, daydreaming, but not in a mopey. It's in a little bit of a sad way. And I'm feeling that there's here with the Sun in your blockage, you're not really seeing the full picture when it comes to this connection. I'm going to put some clarifiers here, because you have the Ten of Wands in here in the reverse. Maybe regretting a conversation that you guys had. I'm holding the Sun so close to my heart for some reason. I'm feeling that maybe some of you are just waiting for the sun to come out, and you're just like really hoping for happiness in whatever form it may be, or in what case it may be. Excuse me, when I see synchronicity, it becomes your synchronicity. You got 1:11 on the clock. Just wanted to show you that synchronicity. But yeah, it's a little heartbreaking how your energy is coming out. Like, it's like that Wheel of Fortune and that Queen of Wands. You're just chugging along, doing your thing, going for what you want in your career, on your soul path, trying to figure out what that is, being passionate, charismatic, all those things. But in the back of your mind, you're still thinking about this connection. All right, so let's get clarifying here. On their side, we have the Ace of Swords in the way that they're feeling. I'm feeling that there's a newfound self when it comes to them. Feeling a little bit more hopeful is what I'm hearing. Three of Wands, King of Swords, and the Two of Cups. I'm feeling that they've also been in this really distracted when it comes to this connection, and then in their actions are trying to get away from the connection, or thinking about the connection too much. With the Three of Wands, they've been waiting for this chance to find clarity. There's a lot of swords in the way that they're feeling. Swords are thoughts, so they're really processing their emotions with thoughts. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if they're going to get out of that, because swords are showing up in the way that they're feeling, that's thoughts, and in the way that they're thinking is cups. So it's kind of switched. They're feeling their thoughts and they're thinking about their emotions. But they're not feeling their emotions, which is the problem I'm feeling when it comes to their side. And they're kind of frustrated. They're kind of frustrated, and they just kind of don't know how to say what they feel or communicate how they feel. And they're just like waiting for that moment for them to find that breakthrough. King of Cups in the reverse in the way that they're thinking. So they're thinking that like if they open up their mouth one time, it's just gonna flow out. Yeah, that Page of Pentacles, that's giving you a message. They're thinking about what message to send, how to send it. Do I call them? Do I say that in person? But they know that, I'm hearing that they just want to send you like a text message because they don't want to get emotional, and they could control their emotions. They could control their emotions here. Yeah. Oh, poor guy. Or feminine. It doesn't matter. Feminine, masculine energy. We all have it. But the Knight of Cups, King of Cups, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. It's a very emotional imbalance. I'm feeling they're very aware of their emotional imbalances. Maybe it has to do with their past, being vulnerable in the past, and it wasn't working for them. And they're just like, I don't want to do that anymore. With the Lovers card, they know if they really wanted this connection, they'd have to open up. Regardless of if it comes out watery, if it comes out like too emotional or kind of embarrassing, hearing like snot in their nose type, like they just feel like it's going to be too much. But honestly, I feel it's just because they've been holding their emotions in for so long, and I'm feeling it's not just with your connection. When it comes to like other connections, they've been holding it in, and at this point they're just like, it needs to come out. And the Lovers card, they know that that's like, it doesn't really matter. It's like, in the name of love. In the name of love, I have to do this. But I don't know. I feel that in the name of love quote, that could probably be their higher self saying it. I feel like it's more like they're not really thinking like, oh my God, in the name of love. Some of them probably not, because masculine energies don't really feel or think that way. But along that lines, like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be like in the name of love, but they said like, to make this work, how about that? To make this work, they have to open up. Let's see, so you got the Five of Cups on their side. I think it's also like thinking about how, about forgiveness, whether they have to forgive you or you forgive them. In any case, there has no, this, I read for soul connections, spiritual love connections. Things that are not abusive, mentally, physically, or emotionally. It is spiritual love. And so in that case, two people are brought together to heal. And I'm being guided to say, and I say this in many of my readings just to make sure, because I don't want the low vibes comments here. I want you to heal instead of spending time reading comments about like, oh, they did this to me, if they did that to me. In these soul connections, we are not perfect human beings, and spiritual connections like this are brought together so you could heal those aspects within yourself. So no blame games. Because this person needed to heal, and if you had expectations, that's something you needed to heal as well. So on your side, we got the Death card and the Six of Pentacles. I'm feeling that it wasn't equal give and take. I'm feeling the Six of Pentacles can be expectations that whatever they give, whatever you give, you will receive in return. For example, if you told this person that you loved them and they didn't say it back, that's an expectation. That's conditional love. That you're just like, okay, well, if you're not going to give to me, I'm gonna pout about it. Some of you are like that. I'm not saying all of you are like that. We all have our moments. But the Six of Pentacles is just like, I'm going to kill this if I don't get what I want or what I expected. And I'm feeling that was a miscommunication there, or like, yeah, but you say I love you. You say I love you because you love that person, not to expect it back. That's why people have a fear of rejection. Don't fear the rejection. Love to love. And if they're not ready to say it out loud or say it to you, then that you have to heal those expectations. Because that's how you have blame games. People have like high expectations for things. You're like, no, that's not how it works. But I'm feeling that's the case, and I'm feeling that some of you gave, hoping that they'll give in return. But in return, you got less than last time, and it keeps on getting less and less and less, because it seems like you just kept on giving, and then they felt like, okay, well, I guess it's okay to do this the way that I'm doing it because they don't mind. So it's also for some of you to communicate, to open your throat chakra and say like, and give out your boundaries, or say you don't like something. That's something we have to heal. We can't have these, yeah, you guys are probably energetically connected, but we're not trained as human beings to navigate energetic connections so easily on our first try. 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so in the past on their side, they have the 10 of Wands in the upright, 10 of Wands or in the reverse. So I'm feeling that they, I feel like you have more, you have like a lot of pressure, and you're trying to release the pressure by reevaluating maybe what has happened in the past, reevaluating, you're like playing back what has happened in the past. Maybe you should have listened more. Maybe you should listen to your, not to say you should, but maybe I'm feeling that some of you are thinking about like, oh, maybe I could have done this way, or maybe I should have chose my words differently. And you're reevaluating those things. So I'm feeling that some of you are already learning that. For others of you, because that's just you, some of you are learning the lesson. Like, I should have not screamed. I should have not told them, or maybe an ultimatum, something that was considered an expectation. 10 of Wands and 8 of Wands and Pentacles. For others of you, you may be thinking that maybe it was too harsh, and the fact that they're not calling me back or texting me back, maybe I should call them. Maybe I should put my boundaries down and go and talk to them. Having your guard up and your boundaries up are two different things. Boundaries are very important. You don't want people to step over your boundaries, but you don't want to step over your boundaries as well, because it's confusing, and that's something that you also have to learn. That's self-respect. Respect your own boundaries. And some of you are just like, well, I have like this burden of like not being able to talk to them. Maybe I was too harsh. Really follow your intuition, because if there was something that you wanted and you didn't get it, then that's still a boundary, regardless if you said it kindly or empathetically, or just like blurted it out like you were upset. You wanted something. Let's go back to the example of wanting love, to be loved or something like that. You can't force someone to love you. Therefore, if you have to pull away or whatnot, then you have to do that. Don't overstep your own boundaries. But in their case, the 9 of Swords, they want to get out of their head when it comes to this. Let me see what that is. Some of them, they just want to forget. They're trying to forget it. I feel like you're in the same boat though. Like they're trying to get out of their head, but they still kind of want to talk to you. Okay. 2 of Wands. You have the 2 of Wands in the reverse and the 2 of Wands in the past. In your past, I mean, the 2 of Wands in their action. So I'm feeling that they want to make things right when it comes to a conversation that you guys had. Oh, I think maybe one of you made a decision to just stay friends. But like not just to stay friends, it was more like friend zoned. Not like, oh, I'm still gonna be your friend, I'm still here for you. It's just like, no, it's like literally friend zoned. I don't know if there's a difference, but to me there's a difference. Let's get one more card. 7 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this person just had so much, whether it's on your side or their side, there was just so much pressure in their life, or maybe they were caught off guard, and they didn't really see this conversation happening or coming, and they didn't have a chance to like really process what they wanted. But I'm feeling that staying friends, the 2 of Wands in the reverse and the 3 of Cups, they don't want to just stay friends. They're just like, why did I agree to that? Why did I agree to that, is what I'm hearing. Like, but I'm feeling it's just they were caught off guard, and they're just like, just let them have what they want. They saw it as like respecting your boundaries, but really they're thinking like, oh, well, maybe if I just, kind of worked it out with them and said my own 2 cents, but I'm feeling maybe they were just caught off guard. So they're trying to like not overthink about this. For some of them, they're trying to get over you, but I don't feel like that's the case. I don't think that's happening. But I'm definitely feeling they're trying to let their guard down at least, and maybe come and communicate, because like communication and coming back is what I'm hearing here or seeing here. Their blockage of Seven of Pentacles is just slow. They're going to be slow about it. They're going to they're going to be patient, find the right moment, pencil you into their schedule type. But in the Three of Pentacles, in your actions, what is your actions here? 7, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. I'm thinking that you're overthinking things, like, oh, it's if they do come forward, you might not accept them. You might not accept the offer, but you're just kind of overthinking it. I'm hearing that you're really trying to punish this person. I'm being guided to say, for some of you, it takes two. It takes two to be toxic. You have to be accountable of your own actions. I do these readings to help people grow so this doesn't happen again, or they cycle through this, because you seem like you guys both want each other. But you have to be accountable for your own expectations, for your own emotions. I'm feeling some of you guys put your emotions like, why don't you love me? Why don't you do this for me? That's an expectation. You have to take care of yourself. You are a sovereign being. That could be codependency, all those things. And in here, it takes two to be toxic, but it also takes two to uplift something and make it better. So please be mindful of that. The Sun card here in your blockage is just that you want what you want when you want it. Sorry to say. 6 of Wands. You want things, yeah, you want things done your way, I'm hearing. I'm getting a lot of fire, a lot of wands on your side. So just be mindful of that it does take two, and we're not all perfect human beings. Actually, no one is a perfect human being. No one comes on this earth knowing how to treat people. And we have generations and generations of generations of people teaching, passing down information how to treat people and how to do things in society's way, and not really how to really connect with people properly and in healthy ways. So the 4 of Wands here, that's something that needs to be healed. That, yeah, you want happiness, but you can't just have everything your way. But you guys still want this. It just needs you need to heal some aspects, and they need to heal some aspects as well. It doesn't mean it's not going to work out. It seems like both of you guys still want this. And it feels like both of you kind of want to figure out what's not working, but it's not what's working within the connection. It's what you guys need to heal on your own individual sides. That's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this helps and resonates. If it does, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Tell my channel grow so I can reach more people and help them grow.